welcome back. It sounded like I was gonna cry. Welcome back. I went and straightened my hair and then came back. Who are we doing? Taurus. Sorry. I went out for a minute, so I don't think this is actually gonna post when I do this, but either way, it doesn't matter. But now I'm like, it's hot. Like, I'm uncomfortable hot. Alright, Taurus. Let's see. What you need to know, what you don't see. That was fast. Transformation is beautiful. Embrace the in-between. And whale spirit. Trust the great mystery. Alright. Be at home with wombat spirit is at the bottom. Okay, for some of you, your guides are literally saying like be at home, but as well like be at home with your home, right? Like make your home comfortable. As someone who's a Cancer and is an expert at this shit, like making your home so comfortable that you don't want to leave is the problem. All right, it is a problem. It becomes a problem, and I know you Tauruses are like that as well, and you guys like to have your favorite snacks, things like that. It could be that you guys are transforming right now. It's not that. It could be you guys are going through a transformation right now. And when we say transformation, people think like, oh, you're becoming a different person. No, what's happening is like, what's happening is that you're transforming. I feel really tired, okay? In your reading, I feel really sleepy all of a sudden, and I was not. The only thing I was really hot. I'm trying to get my internal temperature down because it's so freaking hot. It was like 111 in the car. And so, but now that I'm in your energy, I feel really tired. So some of you guys could be really exhausted. And it feels like you're not doing much. And if you are, like, that's why. But I do feel like you're not doing much, as in like, you don't have a super busy schedule, but yet you guys feel really tired. And it's because you're integrating. That's what I was gonna say. You're integrating new downloads that you have received. So when I say you're transforming, because we say that a lot, or I say that a lot when I'm doing readings, and when I'm like, you know, it comes up a lot, right? And you're like, how many fucking times can I transform? Like, what is this, transformer? I'm stupid. But what it means is that, like, okay, you've cleared things out now, so you get more downloads, and then you clear more things out now, and then you get more downloads, right? And the more the moon cycles, and the more you're going through things, like, do you know why you go through like those periods where you're really angry? You're releasing things, right? Or you're angry because there's things that are being let go. When you're really sad, when you're crying right now. A lot of people are saying that Mars and in Cancer is causing a lot of anger wherever you have, you know, Cancer. If you have Cancer, I honestly don't feel mad at all. That Cancer retrograde, that had me fucked up. That had me all the way fucked up. Okay, this Mars in Cancer isn't doing shit to me. But I think that my anger truly came out in that retrograde. I was on fire. It was really like, literally, don't fucking look at me, don't talk to me. So it just depends on, you know, what exactly it is that's going on in your chart right now, right? I feel like right now you are in between worlds. I feel like that's why there's not a lot going on, because there's not a lot of building when you're in between worlds, right? Because you're not going to take whatever it is that you're going to, wherever you're going to go to, right? And they are saying, I feel like you're not getting a lot of information either. You're not getting a lot of information. It's almost like the universe is saying, okay, you're done back there, and we need you to sit still here, and we're not going to tell you where you're going. Like you don't really have an idea of where you're going. And they're saying, trust us, trust where we know where you're taking you. We don't want to tell you, most likely because you know you have eyes and ears that are listening and things like that. But they're saying, like, look, there's a great mystery, but it is something that's going to be great. Just trust us, right? What is that? That's my chair. I was like, do I have my muffin top hanging out? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get my internal heat down because, God, oh my God. Oh my God. This heat is just not. No. Okay. Let's clarify transformation. I think I'm just gonna start using like transformation like Shrek, because you know, like when you talk about a butterfly, you talk about it going into the cocoon, and then it goes through like the sludge phase, and then it comes out, and like you know, it hardens, and then it comes out as a beautiful butterfly. But that's like only 3 or 4 steps. I really like Shrek's version where he's like, I'm like an onion. And there's so many layers. How many layers of onions? There's so many layers. And Donkey's like, you can use Shrek, but really, even in the biggest of cakes, like it's only 3 layers. I think at most 4 per cake, right? Like you can stack cakes, but one single like cake is 3, max 4 layers, right? Unless you're crazy and you're doing one of those like thin pancake kind of you guys know what I'm talking about, like crepe style cakes where there's like 1,000 layers. There's not 1,000, there's a lot of layers though. Look, my hair's already going curly. Like fuck this heat. We got the 5 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you guys are kind of fighting it. You guys are having a really hard time, and with the 5 of Swords, some of you guys might be feeling this anger. Some of you guys might be feeling this anger for some reason. I'm not sure where you have Cancer, but maybe you guys are feeling it. Maybe this is something that it's affecting you, and and some of you guys doesn't necessarily have to be that you're just angry. It could be that you're telling people off that deserve it, right? And you're transforming. You're becoming very vocal with the things that you want to say, the people that deserve it, the things that you want to express and how you feel. And it feels like you're doing that, right? And it could be this energy that's Cancer in Mars, right? Whatever you have in Mars is what's really affecting you right now. Mars, remember, is communication, but it's not the greatest of it's not great. It depends on how you use it, right? And I have something in my eye. It depends on how you use it. Mars can be great if you have your emotions under control. You can tell someone off very, very just respectfully, or if you don't have it under control, sometimes they'll just like fuck, love, and light, right? Clarifying, yeah, the in between, the Hangman right now. They have you in a hanged energy, right? They have you in seeing things from a different perspective, and I feel like that perspective is literally make your home a place where you don't even want to leave it, right? Make it so that when you come home, why would you want to leave? Like, as a Cancer, I'm literally like, yo, I have everything here. The internet, it's so hot outside. It's so hot outside. This summer has been a nightmare. It's so hot outside, and mind you guys, like August hits not after 4th of July, but the end of July, I start decorating for Halloween. I don't give a fuck. Although I did lose a bunch of boxes, I lost a bunch of stuff. I lost so much decorations. If you guys want to donate to get more, or not, don't even donate money, just decorate Halloween, donate Halloween decorations. I lost so much shit. Yesterday I was freaking out because I was looking for a specific tarot deck, and I wasn't finding it, and I'm pretty sure I lost a case of my tarot decks. I found the deck that I was looking for, but then I remembered another deck, and I started looking for that one, and that one I can't find, and that one was one of my favorites, and I am not happy. Anyway, yeah, make your home a place where you want to have it. have it cleared up so that the energy flows correctly. Have your snacks there, have your everything that you, as soon as you get home, you are in heaven basically, right? But that also includes like home, right? When you're meditating, when you're releasing those negative energies, when you're releasing those emotions, right? Watch those movies that make you cry or release. Enjoy yourselves a nice, it's almost like you're romanticizing your life by yourself, right? Even if you're with someone else, it doesn't matter. Like, let's say they don't run you baths, you run your own bath. You know, cook yourself a really nice meal, like as if you were going to a restaurant. It's not really time to build outside of yourself right now. It's more of time to see things from a different perspective, right? Which it is very fucking annoying. There is a new passion coming in with the Ten of Wands, which is gonna end the stagnancy, and you're gonna absolutely love this with the Queen of Cups. Oh my gosh, you're going to love this. And with the fish in the sea, look, there's two fishies there. I feel like it's going to be with other people, right? Not just by yourself. And look, Justice just flipped. I went like this, and the cards flipped over, and Justice was at the top. Oh, hold on. Justice. With the Queen of Cups at the top. This is your justice. You're getting your justice. It's almost like, you know what I'm getting? It's almost like it was a court case. But and you could have been in a court case, but I'm getting more of like a 5D court case. If you know, you know, right? Like a 5D court case, and it feels like you had to wait while, you know, their evidence was put in. Imagine like a normal court case, but in the heavens, right? It's kind of the same way. And you were waiting for there to be what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say conclusion, but that's not the word, right? I'm thinking of judgment, right? Final judgment. The judgment is going your way. It is going your way. But it's like you're sitting there waiting, and in the 3D, they have you basically just viewing things from a different perspective. It's what it is. And until you move forward, you can't build anything outside of yourself. So it comes to a point where it kind of gets boring. You get angry, you get, you know, with the mundane and stuff. They're saying, look, make it so comfortable in your home that you don't even want to fucking go out anywhere. Make it to the point, like, if you have a home, if you have a yard, if you have a little patio. I know I used to live in apartments, and I had a really nice patio. I grew a huge ass garden, and we put a pool out there. We put a little pool that you could blow up, we would, but there was a pool there, so we technically didn't really need it. But if we didn't want to go all the way to the pool, we just wanted to get like wet, like from the waist down or whatever, or we didn't want to, you know, walk all the way to the pool. Most apartments have pools anyway. And if you live in a house, get a house, make it really nice. Like, Cancer's really, we can make a box into a home. Like, we're really good at doing that shit. Like, you walk in and you're like, it's like a Harry Potter home. It has like everything's all nice and decorated. Like, I have an oven, I'm baking cookies. Do you want some? Like, bro, I got street couch, but I cleaned it, so it's good. Like, you good? You good? All right. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper. Let's clarify. See, I wanted a yawn, but it's not mine. Like, it didn't come out. It didn't come out naturally because I'm not actually tired. I'm hot. That's mine. I'm hot and sticky. But it's not my sleepiness. Yeah, you guys have been working a lot. You guys have been really diligent in whatever it is that you're trying to build. That's within yourselves, though. I feel like this is like building things that you've been trying to build, but also you've been trying to build something that is yours. Look, we got devoted. I feel like this is to you, to be honest with you. I feel like this is you devoted to yourself and making a change. Honestly, I feel like you've been trying to change your life. The way that you're trying to change your life is not simple. The way you're trying to change your life is the kind of thing that you see. How do I explain this? Because I'm trying to get an example. Can you guys give me an example? It's like, you know, those people that have, they say, oh, they have like this wonder story where they like came up from nothing and then all of a sudden boom, but they don't show that that person literally like tried again and again and again and again and again, and they pushed through and they did when they couldn't, and they couldn't when they did, and they gave up and they cried, and they, that's what I'm getting with you guys. This isn't a normal story of like, oh yeah, I got a job and I'm like, no, this is something different. It feels like this, what you've been doing has been changing. Not only you've been trying to change your life from I'm gonna explain this, and a lot of you guys, you're gonna get thrown off. It's basically like you're trying to build you've come out of the matrix, right? And you're trying to build by tricking the matrix is what you're doing, right? You're trying to trick the matrix, because remember, the matrix will say, if you don't work, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, you can't get all these things. You're doing everything the opposite and getting there. That's what I'm getting. And getting to places where most people can't get, because they are stuck in the mechanisms of what society is telling us what we're supposed to be doing, right? And so it's taking you a little bit longer because you have been, you know, worked against, that you have been fought against. There's people, energies plotting behind your back. Oh shit. Look, you got balloons, fun, freedom. What did I say? Freedom. Freedom. You're getting freedom because you see things now from a different perspective. And it does say within a few months. Yeah, like it's yeah, like we don't like to hear that, right? But again, if you're coming home and you have everything you need, and you have food, you have your drinks, you have TV, you have books, you're you know, doing your spiritual activities, and even like extra, to add everything that you can do in your home. And you know what I just saw? You know those challenges that they do where you like win $1 million with Mr. Beast or whatever, but you can't leave the house, right? It's almost like that, like where you make the home so fucking nice. And there was even one guy that he couldn't leave his airplane, and he got a credit card though, so he was like door dashing everything, right? And maybe you don't have the funds to do that, but like it's an idea of, okay, I'm gonna stock up on my games, I'm gonna stock up on video games, I'm gonna start a new hobby, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Plus, you're not actually stuck to your place. You can actually go out and go to the market and go to the grocery store, right? They're just saying, look, do the best with what you can, right? Things are already changing. Things are changing. It's saying at this time the situation is in a state of flux. Anything could happen. I feel like what it's saying is in a few months is when like everything's gonna be completely different, right? A castle, bro. You guys are like going into something completely different. Like I said, it's almost like you guys are creating outside of the norm, and it's taking so long because what you're pulling in is actually something grandeur. And not illusions of grandeur. This is going to be like generational wealth is what you're bringing in, right? You're bringing in legacy. You're bringing in almost like power, but not in like the negative way. Like power to your home, to your family, right? Where you're able to create and help other people with contracts and agreements. Yeah, there's stuff coming in. There's contracts coming in. There's gonna be new relationships, like-minded people, committed partners, but I feel like committed relationships, even friendships, and all of this is gonna be really it's just gonna be growth. It's just gonna be growth. It is saying soulmate too. Look, travel. You guys are gonna be traveling long distance. But there is here a need to have mental strength, mental force, spiritual insight, having faith, and holding on to what you believe in, right? Because it is gonna happen. And I feel like it has been delayed. Like it's been a while. But what you're doing is you're not building like a Lego set, right? What you're doing is quite difficult. Not everybody is able to do that. That's why a lot of people, they fall out of spiritualism, because they're like, well, where's my gains? I keep going through lessons. Like, are you in it for the lessons, or are you in it for the gains? Which one is it? And they drop out before, you know, because spiritualism is, I don't know who. I can see why not a lot of people do it, because this shit is hard. This shit is hard. It is like, you go to church, you're able to believe whatever, you do what you want, whatever. Spiritualism forces you to see it forces you to see your shadows, your demons. It forces you. You cannot escape it. You cannot escape it. You cannot sit there and be like, I don't see it. I don't see it. They literally hold your eyes open like, oh my God, get me off this ride. It's too late. It's too late. Use your discernment. Dude, I'm trying to cool down and you keep feeding me my hair. Discernment. Make sure you're using your discernment in everything that you're doing and the people that you're talking to when it comes to your heart, right? Because it is green. We got 333, and then we got Ascended Master Hilarion and Green Chrysoprase. I'm pretty sure it's Chrysoprase, even though there's no H. Chrysoprase does not sound right because there's no I. Chrysoprase. Whatever. Chrysoprase. Whatever. It's one of those two. Alright, Taurus, I'm going to leave it here. I hope this helps, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.